Good morning, good morning. It's time for the early morning get up. Look here. It is time to get your day started off in positivity. It's time to change the things from yesterday and hope for a better today so we can go into an even greater tomorrow. Hello, my name is Deidre Wiggins, and I'm hoping that you are well and you are blessed and you are fabulous. You are amazing and that you are powerful. It's Friday, y'all. It's time to kick off this weekend, and I know we look forward to Fridays, but we ought to live a life that we don't have to just look for Friday, that we have positivity and happy in every single day that we embark upon. Why? Because every single day is precious. Every single minute, moment, and second is precious, and every time we open up our eyes, we realize that we have purpose. So every time we open up our eyes, we must realize that we have power. Every time we open up our eyes, we must realize that we have promise. Every time we open up our eyes, there is another chance for us to do better today than we did yesterday. It is another chance for us to love more, for us to help someone else, for us to forgive, for us to step aside, for us to get our feelings in check, for us to get our emotions together. It is time for us to be able to do just that in order to show who God is in us, through us, and for us. It's time for us to manifest greater. Good morning, Lo. Hey, Rhonda, how are you this morning? So, yes, it is time for us to get out of the way. It's Friday, y'all, and we are celebrating the fact that it's Friday. Some people celebrate it because it's payday. Some people celebrate because it's the weekend, baby. Some people celebrate just because it's Friday. Some people celebrate because it's another day that the Lord has made. And guess what? I will rejoice and be glad in it. So that's the reason why we celebrate, just because it's another day, another opportunity for me to do better than I did yesterday. Another opportunity to be able to proclaim who and what God is and what I am doing inside of what He's given me. Yes, it's time for us to be able to do that. It is time for us to manifest things better than before. It is time for us to get up and grow, show ourselves strong, show ourselves better, show ourselves positive, show ourselves in love. And you know what? I know it's not always easy, but it's definitely doable. It's not always easy when people come against you. It's not always easy when they say all manner of evil against you. It's not always easy when they blame you for stuff. It's not always easy when they don't take responsibility for themselves. It's not always easy, y'all, but it is definitely doable. And do you not understand that every time that you become obedient and to turning the other cheek, or every time you become obedient and to giving forgiveness, or every time you could become obedient, guess what? That's God shining down on you saying, yes, that's how you do it. That's how you show love. That's how you do better. That's how you manifest. That's how you grow. That's how you get out of your own way, by being able to live by the principles that I put on the inside of you, by living according to the word, and by you being able to do that, you're able to shape and change this world. Because again, y'all, we are world changers, and world changers, guess what? Before you can change this world, you must change your own world. You must start at home and then spread abroad. That's what the word said. You got to start. Love starts at home and then spreads abroad. So you got to start with you before you can help somebody else get you together. Because guess what? You got to strengthen your own self, and then you can help somebody else, because you definitely can't pour from an empty cup. You got to make sure that you build yourself up in patience and in love. Build yourself up in order for you to be able to go to your next. Build yourself up in the things that are coming to you and for you, man. Build yourself up so you are strengthened, so that you are well, so that you can make it, so that you are capable. So all the things that are trying to block you and stop you and hurt you, all you need to know, baby, it's just a test. That's it. It's coming to see what you're going to do. It's coming to see how you're going to act. Coming to see how you're going to talk. Coming to see if you're going to doubt. Coming to see if you're going to get thrown in the towel. Coming to see if you're not going to be able to make it anymore. Coming to see if you just don't want to. If you got that I quit in your spirit, that's what it's coming for. To come to see if you got that I quit in your mind. Hey, Therese, it's coming to see if you got that all the way around you. Hi, Diane. Good morning. I had my shirt on yesterday. So, what is it? What is it? What is it on this Friday, baby, that we're ready to get out of our way? So yesterday I told y'all that it looked like it was a horror movie outside. It don't look like a horror movie today, but the sun still ain't out. But it's still, some light coming from somewhere. Hey, Jada. So it's some things that are happening. in this time, in this season, in this hour that you got to be ready for, even on a Friday. We don't take days off, man. We got stuff to do, places to go, people to see. We got lives to change. So we don't have time to put a stop or a pause in our process. Even when things get thrown right under us, even when things get thrown before us, even when it tries to take us off of our platform, even though it's trying to make us doubt God, even though it's trying to make us be hurt, even though it's trying. Come on, man, let that even though be on the side of your mind, because you don't have time to let things get you into a place where you're not supposed to be. You not let things get to you to a place to where you're going to be stagnant. Not today. Not on a Friday. We can't be stagnant on a Friday. We got stuff to do. We can't let things overwhelm us. Not today. We don't let things get over on us. Not today. We got too many blessings that are all around us. We got too much to let somebody know. We got too much on the inside of us that we need to get to the outside of us so we can encourage somebody, so we can let somebody know it's not over yet. Man, and they say all the time, it's not over until the fat lady sings. Well, I don't know what fat lady they waiting on, but I don't have time for my story to be over because she don't feel like doing right. I don't have time. And if she got to walk around waiting on me to fail in order to sing, I don't need that negativity in my life, Rhonda. Hey, Sedarius, I don't need that kind of negativity in my life. I don't care. Whatever it is you're trying to do, nobody can put a nail in your coffin until you get permission. Don't let the things stop you, fight you, keep you down, and hold you. This is what you have to do is to overcome it, to get over. You say, oh, well, it's easier said than done. No, it's not. You can do anything in this life you want to do. You can put anything in your mind that you want to. I don't care what it looks like. You may be in a situation where it looks like there is nobody in this life that has ever gone through what you've been through, but you don't know everybody. So somebody somewhere is fighting the same battle you're fighting. Somebody somewhere is living that same life you're living. Somebody somewhere is conquering the thing you complaining about. Somebody somewhere is walking out the thing that you can't get over. Somebody somewhere has turned their test into testimony. Somebody somewhere has caught themselves being negative and decided that they were no longer going to live in that realm. Somebody somewhere decided that not today am I going to go back into the past mindset that I had that was telling me that I'm not worth it. That's telling me that I can't do it. That's telling me that I ought to give up. That's telling me I got to throw in the towel. Not today. Not on a Friday am I going to let that overwhelm me. Not on a Friday am I going to let that get into my mind. Not on a Friday am I going to let that get into my heart. I'm not going to stop because of what it looks like. I'm not going to stop because what's put before me. I'm not going to stop. Not today. I got so much more to live for. I got so many more things I want to accomplish. Hey, Felicia, I got so many more things that I want to manifest. And today, guess what? It's manifestation time. Anytime that I put my mind to it, anytime I put my heart in it, anytime I put my feelings in it, guess what? That's something that I want to accomplish. It's something that I want to make happen. It is so very important that I make sure that what I want happens. Because I'm walking around here clapping for people. I'm walking around here pushing them to their best. I'm walking around here talking them things to things. I'm walking around here encouraging their spirit. I'm walking around here doing all the things for other people. But when it comes to me, I don't have time. When it comes to me, I get sleepy. When it comes to me, I get tired. When it comes to my goals and my dreams, they can wait till later. No, ma'am, no, sir, not today. Today, time for you to get up and do something for you. Time to be able to make your dreams happen, your goals, your aspirations, the things that you want. Hey, sis, good morning, babe. So, yes, it's time for you to make it happen. It's time for you to grow and go. It's time for you to stop looking at what can't happen and realize what can. Realize what you've already done. Realize that you are a conqueror. Realize that you have made it. Realize that you have done more today. Come on, just by waking up positive, you've done better today. You have moved and grew today. You have made it manifest today. And you're not stopping now. You're not going to quit. You're not going to give up because it's not time for giving up. This is a season for making it. This is a season for growing. This is a season for manifestation. And the manifestation that you want, the manifestation that you need, the manifestation that you have on the inside of you, baby, it's time for that to come out and come in full force. force. Come out with power. Come out with grace. Come out with favor. Let that devil know that he doesn't have any power over you, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. He did not make you mediocre. He did not make you to fail. He did not make you to quit. He didn't make you to throw in the towel. It doesn't matter how many people are in the realm that you're in. They may not know who you are, but they will know who you are. If you get out of your own way, follow God into right where he's taking you. Follow him into the plan. Follow him into the promise. Follow him into more. Follow him into grace. Follow him into mercy. Follow him as he shows you how to live your best life, as he shows you how to make it happen, as he shows you how to do it, as he shows you, he's showing you by example, because somebody in your same situation came out faster. Somebody in your same situation began to believe God. Somebody in your same situation said, I'm not going to let this hold me down. What's up, Miles Davis? So no, I'm not going to let this hold me down. I'm not going to let this keep me low. I'm not going to let what people say about me determine my future, because I'm bigger than this. I'm better than this. I'm growing and I'm going, and I'm going to be better than what I was last year. I'm coming out of this pandemic better than I went in. And not only that, I'm coming out of this old mind frame that told me that I'm not worth it. I'm coming out of the mind frame that tells me that I can't do it. I'm coming out of this mind frame because I can do all things through Christ that strengthened me. I can get up and move. I can grow. I can go. I can make it happen. Why? Because he said I could. He told me that anything that I want, I can have. What? I gotta have what I say. What am I saying about myself? Am I saying that I'm prosperous? Am I saying that I'm loved? Am I saying that I can grow? Am I saying that I'm gonna make it through hell and high water, baby? I'm coming out through the things that are coming against me. I'm coming out even though it don't look like, Vincent, what I put on paper. It might not look like it, but I know that the greater is coming after this trial. It might not be what I thought it was going to be, but there's going to be a blessing in the end of it. It's going to be a blessing, and whatever I put my hand to, baby, everything that I touch, baby, will turn to gold. Every way that I think will manifest. So guess what? I got to be careful about what I think. Good morning, Gigi. It's time, y'all. It's time, even on a Friday. We are in the month of September. Come on, y'all, and I know the men may not be able to relate, but I'm going to talk to the women for just a second. When you get to the point that you're in that 9th month, sometimes that blessing that you have don't wait the whole 9, Gigi. It won't come out a little bit early. Sometimes it tries to come out in the 8th month. But even in that 9th month, baby, it's time for you to deliver. It is time for that baby. It's time for you to let that baby out. It's time for you to let that dream, that goal, that idea, whatever you had. It's 9 months, y'all. You had 9 months for it to cultivate. You had 9 months for it to grow. You had 9 months to be able to build it. You had 9 months for it to get some fingers and some toes and some legs and a set of eyes and ears. You had 9 months. It's time to deliver that baby. It's time to make that delivery as smooth as possible. It might be a little rough during that delivery, but it is time to deliver in this month. It is time to let it out in this month. Sometimes you have stayed so stagnant that you don't even know that you're overdue. And then this season, it's time not to be overdue, because when you get overdue, you get miserable. Okay, it was so hard during the 9 months, but after those 9 months come and you got to dwell on another few weeks, come on, it's being miserable. You're hot. You're mad. You don't want nobody talking to you. You don't want nobody touching you because you're miserable. Why? Because you're overdue. You got something stuck on the inside of you that should have been birthed already. Come on, man. It's time to push. It's time to let it out. It's time for you might not even understand that in the midst of all the times that you were going through this time, maybe you're going to deliver twins. That's why it's so hard, because of the burden that you had in this minute, because of everything that was put on top of you. In this minute, you might be delivering a blessing of mass proportion. You might be delivering twins, y'all. Some of us walking around here with triplets on the inside of us because of all the things we went through and we grew through and we laughed through and we were happy about. And guess what? Now it's time. It's time to endure the pain so you can get that blessing out of there. Because once you get that blessing out and you get that relief, I don't care what you say, when it's out, it's released. And once you get that relief out, once you get that blessing out, once you get that purpose out, once you get that manifestation out, once you get that idea going, once you get that issue out, once you get it settled, then your spirit can rest. Your mind can rest. Your everything can rest. Not for long, because guess what? Now you got a work to do. You got to take care of that baby that you birthed. You got to be able to grow it. You got to be able to cultivate it. You got to be able to make sure that it's getting all the proper nutrients. You got to feed that baby. You got to be able to show the world, yeah, you want everybody to look and see how great and beautiful that baby that was on the inside of you is, but then you still got to come out and make sure it grows right. Because if you don't become that wonderful, great parent, if you don't become that wonderful and great entrepreneur, if you don't become that wonderful and great person you have destined to be, then guess what? Then that baby could die in the beginning stages. That baby can be something that's stillborn on the inside of you if you don't tap into your gift. We're sick and tired of having stillborn deaths around here. And people are working on and looking at the situation and the circumstances, so they're no longer giving life. But it's dying on the inside of you because you don't want to move. It's dying on the inside of you because you're looking at your circumstances. Hey, Anton, it's dying on the inside of you because you're not doing what it is you hear in your inner ear. And so we're delivering stillborn babies. Those ideals are dying on the inside of us. But we are delivering stillborn babies because we don't want to speak up like we're supposed to. Those stillborn babies are still got to be birthed. So why go through the turmoil? Why go through the pain? Why go through the hurt to deliver something that's dead coming out of you? So it's time for you to be able to make that baby leap. It's time for you to be able to nourish that baby. Make sure that baby is on the inside of you when it's leaping. That baby is supposed to leap when you come into contact with like-minded people. You're supposed to get to somebody that's doing the same thing, that's wanting the same thing, that's going out for their goals, they're reaching their goals, and they're manifesting some things that are not as they thought they should be, but come on, they're manifesting. And when you get to like-minded people, that person should make that baby leap. Because of the expectation, because of what it is they're trying to do, because of what it is they need to do, because it is what they have to do. And guess what? If you don't have somebody in your life that's making your baby leap, you need a new set of people. Whoa, I'm hot. If you don't got anybody in your life that's pouring into you, you need a new set of people. If you don't have anybody in your life that's speaking life, you need a new set of people. If you don't have anybody in your life that's helping you in your purpose, you need a new set of people. If you don't have anybody in your life that's helping you to get to your next, you need a new set of people. If you are the richest person in your group, you need a new set of people. If you are the only one in your group with ideas, you need a new set of people. You need to be surrounded by people that are going to help you get to your next. Because in this season, baby, it's going to take a village. It's going to take a village, baby, to raise this child. It's going to take a village to raise this business. It's going to take a village to raise your standard. It's going to take a village to raise the things that you do. It's going to take a village to raise your emotions into doing what it is you're supposed to do. Because in this season, your child is based upon what it is you do. They're watching you. It's watching you. Your dreams are watching you sit back and do nothing. And what are you going to do if you get to the end of your life, and before you get to the end of your life, every dream, goal, and aspiration stood at your bedside and said, look at what you could have had if you would have just let go. Look at what you could have had if you just would have did what the word said. Look at what you could have had if you would have opened up your mouth. Look at what you could have done if you would have just stood in your position. What you could have manifested if you would have just went all the way. If you wouldn't have thrown in the towel. If you wouldn't have cried through it. If you wouldn't have gave up, if you wouldn't have stopped believing God, what in the world did you do with your life? And we sitting around here and now we're wasted. All because you stopped believing you. All because you stopped believing what God said about you. Why are you stopping believing what God said? Out of all people, how you gonna stop believing God? I know it's hard. Nobody told you it was going to be easy, and if they did, they lied to you, and I'm so very sorry. But if Jesus himself had to go through a thing, what makes you think that you don't have to go through nothing? If he had to stand during ridicule, if he had to stand with people not believing who he was, if he had to do, what makes you think you're going to walk through this life on a bed of roses? What makes you think that nothing is going to happen to you? What makes you think that your family won't turn their back on you? What makes you think that your best friend is always going to be there? What makes you think that you're going to be the only one coming to this life and out of this life without a scar? What makes you think that? Now, who are you to be able to say what you can't do when God says what you can do? What is it in the inside of you that's trying to tell you? Do you not understand? Listen, y'all, do you not understand you calling God a liar? When God says you are fearfully and beautifully made, and you sit in depression talking about how ugly you are, do you not understand that you're calling God a liar? I remember I read in the book that it said that everything that God made was good. Come on, man. So what is it that you're telling God? Are you throwing it back into his face because you don't look the way you thought you should? I don't understand. If you're not living the life you thought you should, I don't understand if you're not driving what you thought you should. Come on, that's not God's fault. He told you you can have what you say. He told you that you can have what you say. He told you you can manifest better. He told you that you can do this. He told you. He showed you how. There was a living, moving, breathing example that came on the scene. Hey, Martin, there was a living, moving, breathing example that came on the scene that showed you that you can do it. When nobody is on your side, that showed you that your best friends will turn around. Come on you. That showed you that even your mama want to tell you what to do. And it's not your time. He told you and he showed you how to handle it in grace, in mercy and favor, and how to get it out. Hey, baby, how you doing, team? So he told you and he showed you what it is that you got to do in these 9 months. It's time for that baby to come out. And you don't want that baby to be stillborn. You don't want that baby to get to the edge and then find out that the cord is wrapped around his neck. And come on, because you are pushing too hard now, because you didn't get prepared in those 9 months. You're pushing them through the wrong way. Come on, you're doing a little bit too much now. And now you got to be so very careful that you don't let that dream die. With the way that you're pushing it out of the way, pushing it. Okay, so now you're pushing so hard that you're about to cause a problem because you should have been doing some things that you wasn't doing, and now you're in the 9th month and you have no more time because that time frame for that baby to come out, it's up. It's time. It's time. And as a process of life happens, you're going to deliver it one way or another. So be careful. Be careful. Be very careful how you make that delivery. Be very careful that you don't call yourself a stillborn baby, all because of what you do or what you're not doing, or all because you're sitting back waiting on somebody to do it for you. Be careful that you don't push that dream into something that it's not supposed to be. Be careful that you don't enter yourself into it so much that it's no longer what God told you, but it's all about you and your agenda and where you going and how you gonna make it. It's not about you. I told y'all it's about who you are in God and how you're going to help deliver the nation. Come on, it's how you're going to deliver the nation. How are you delivering the nation in negativity? How are you delivering the nation in anger? How are you delivering the nation in hurt? How are you delivering the nation in sadness? How are you delivering the nation in depression? What are you going to do, man? What are you going to do when it's your turn? And he said, okay, what you got in you? Come on. I need you to get up here. I need you to be able to open up and show me what's on the inside of you. Get up here and let's push. Get up here and let's manifest. Get up here and let's grow. Get up here and let's do this. Get up here. And let's birth a nation that will obey God. And let's birth a nation that's going to do right. Let's birth something that's going to help everybody. Let's birth something that's going to bring the nation to its knees and showing sovereignty who God is. Let's birth something, y'all. Let's stop birthing all this negativity. Let's stop birthing all this hate. Let's stop birthing all these problems. Let's stop birthing all this anguish. Let's stop birthing all this racism. Let's stop birthing all this hurt. Let's stop birthing all this stuff. Come on. You got to get some love on the inside of you. This is how you do it. You love one another. You learn how to forgive you so you can learn how to forgive other people. Because you're not forgiving nobody when you got hurt in your heart. You're not forgiving nobody when you got pain in your heart. You're not forgiving nobody when those memories are more pressing than your next. Your memories are holding you back from getting up. Your memories are holding you back from standing. Your memories are holding you back from letting somebody else in. Your memories are causing you not to trust. Your memories are causing you not to get over it. Your memory is causing you not to be able to make it. Your memory is stagnant. And guess what? As long as it keeps coming up in the back of your mind, you'll never get over it. You're going to have to loose it, leave it, and let it go. Come on, man. You got to be able to know that God has more for you than this. This is not the final thing. This is not the final thing. This is not the final thing. It's time for us to birth out the gift on the inside of us. It's time for us to birth out the gift that's on the inside of you. It's time for you to birth out the gifts that God has put on the inside of you. Loose, leave, and let go that negativity. Give it cat fare, give it bus fare, give it an Uber, Vincent, but get it out your life, because it's not going to produce anything but more negativity. All God is saying is let it go and I'll replenish you. Let it go and I'll refurbish you. Let it go and I'll give you new. Let it go and I'll make it happen. You have not lost anything that God can't give you back. You have not lost anything that he can't give you better. You have not lost anything that he can't make manifest in your life once again. Y'all, on this Friday, 9 months, baby, it's time to give it up. On this Friday, realize that your gift, if you're holding on to it, it's birthing time, baby. It's time for you to get into that water birth if you got to get into it. It's time for you to get into that home birth if you got to get into it. Hey, brother, it's time for you to get to that hospital. It's time for you to do something, because that baby is coming whether you like it or not. What are you birthing? What are you birthing into this atmosphere? What are you birthing into this universe? What are you birthing to your family? What are you birthing inside of a new legacy? What are you birthing in your community? What are you birthing today on a Friday? What are you birthing? How are you calculating what it is that you're going to bring out of you? And what is it that you're going to do with it once you birth it? What are you going to do? How are you going to manifest it? How are you going to allow it to grow? You know what? Sometimes trials and tribulations come to make you strong, but sometimes they also come to see what you're going to do to cultivate this into something better. What are you going to do? Are you going to go back into negativity? Are you going to act as ignorant as the people that are acting ignorant towards you? Are you going to be belittled because of what they say? Are you going to do that? No, Ma, you know I didn't. Are you going to do that? Are you going to let what they say cause you to be something that you're not? Are you going to let what they say change your life? Are you going to let what they... Could now anybody tell me who they is? Could anybody anywhere tell me who they is? That they got so much power that they can change the way you think. That they got so much power that they can change the way you live. They got so much power that they can cause you not to believe God. They got so many things. Come on, they got so many negative things to say about you. They got so many negative things to say about your situation. They got so many negative things to try to stop you, block you, keep you, and hurt you, and make you believe that you're not who you're supposed to be. But who are they? Because I know that whatever God says about me is what matters. And guess what? What I say about me matters. But what everybody else say ain't none of my business. What everybody else say about me ain't none of my business. All I know is that God himself said, I am the head and not the tail. I am above and not beneath. You better know it. They better have several stadium seats. And if they can't, they might want to fold up on the lawn or something and have a seat there. Because what you're going to do is, if you can't stand to see me bless, you might as well sit down now. Because I know that God is coming for me. And when he's coming with blessing in his hand. Why? Because I walk in obedience. Because I walk in love. Because I asked him to. Because he's showing up for me. Because I got a turnaround coming. Because I got a blessing coming. Because I got manifestation coming, baby. And as I continue to walk it out, talk it out, live it out, sing it out, dance it out, whatever it is, I got to get it out, y'all. And all you got to do is get it out, because it's time for you to birth greatness. Faith, favor, and love in your life. It's time for some miraculous things to happen to you. It's time for some, oh my goodness, to happen to you. It's time for you to be taken aback through some things. Excuse me. It's time for you to be awestruck in him. It's time for you to love what he's done in you, for you, and through you. It's time for you to have those surprise eyes. It's time for you to show up so he can show up, so he can show you. This is what I've been having for you all along. This is where I wanted you to go all along. This is the platform I needed you to be on. What's up, Mike? So this is where I need you to go. And yes, in this season, when you birth that baby, yes, in that season, when you take on the time to birth it out of you, he's going to show you how to grow it, show you how to manifest it, show you how to cultivate it, show you how to make it happen. Hey, Jonathan, show you how to do what it is that you do, because he is a God of enough. Come on, man. He's more than enough. And so guess what? He can handle your little problem. If he only took 6 days to make this entire universe, the streams, the seas, the oceans, the beaches, come on, the mountains, the valleys, the trees, everything, every intricate thing, the animals, come on, human life. Don't you think if it only took him 6 days to do that, don't you think he can handle your little problem? Because he made you in his likeness and image. So guess what? He called you to be a creator. Why? Because he's a creator. So what do you do when it's time for you to birth it out? You're going to birth out a creation. You're going to birth out creativity. You're going to birth out an idea. You're going to birth out some issues, but you're going to birth out an idea that's going to change your life, that's going to change your mind, that's going to change your heart, that's going to change other people, that's going to help get somebody delivered, that's going to help get somebody through it, that's going to help somebody manifest, that's going to help somebody believe God, that's going to help somebody believe in themselves. And that's your journey. That's your way of getting able to proclaim who God is. And that's the way that you repay God. Because his gift is your life. But your gift is the way you live your life. Come on, man. It's the way you live your life. It's how you thank God for what you have. That's how. You thank God by living your life to the best of your ability, by getting out of your way and by doing what he says. That's how you show him that you're thankful, that you're grateful, not just lip service, but do something with what he gave you. Do something with what he told you. Do something for how he manifested things in your life. Do something with the people that he gave you. Be something better than what the world says about you. They don't know you. Come on, y'all. They don't know you. The world don't know who you are. The Creator knows who you are. Man, I'm sorry, but your mama don't know you. Your daddy don't know you. They don't know you in the intricate way that God knows you. Hey, Jenna. So since they don't know you like God knows you, don't you think you ought to tap into what he knows about you? Find out. Hey, sister, good morning. Find out what he knows about you. Find out how he made you, why he made you, and find out what to do next. Come on. No. Because why? Because in this birthing season, if you don't birth it out this year, you're going to deliver stillborn. So yes, sometimes you got to get yelled at in order to do right. Sometimes you got to get yelled at in order to get your focus right. Sometimes you got to get yelled at to get your attention. Come on. Come on. Yes, that's right, Gigi. You're healed to help somebody else. It's not just for you. It's not just for you. Your deliverance is not just for you. Your story is not just for you. You want to know why you still been in that problem for so long? Because you ain't done nothing about it and helped somebody else get out of the same situation you were just in. Come on. It's time. It's time. It's so very important. It's so very urgent. So very urgent that you get out of the way. Because guess what? If you don't get out of the way, you're going to deliver a stillborn baby. And then what? And then what? You're going to go into depression because you delivered a stillborn baby. You're going to be sad. You're going to be hurt. You're not going to be able to go through life anymore because you didn't do what you were supposed to do, because you didn't say what you were supposed to say, because you didn't get out of your own way, because you didn't do better, because you didn't grow. And now you want to blame God because your life is the way that it is because of what you did. Your life is the way that it is because of what you didn't do. Your life is the way that it is because of what you said. You can have what you say. Be mindful. Be careful. Be vigilant in knowing that whatever you come out of your mouth in this year, 2020, it's going to manifest good, bad, or indifferent. So be very careful. Be very careful on what you say. I don't care if you just playing. Stop just playing because you're going to have what you say. Yes, sir. Thanks, Martin. Guess what, y'all? I got to go. Kid got to go to school. So we got to go get prepared. Because guess what, y'all? My internet went out again. Yeah, it was working yesterday. It's not working today. So my internet went out again. So it still got me in that place, man. I got to get some stuff done and just messing with my stuff. Messing with my lives and stuff. Messing with me communicating and stuff. Messing with me getting my stuff together so I can make some better things happen. But you know what? It's not going to stop me. I'm still going to make a way and find a way. And we're going to do better even on a Friday, y'all. Let's go out and rock out this day. Like this, share this, comment. Let somebody else be encouraged. Be mindful of what you do. Baby, it's time for that. Those emergency dates. We in the 9th month. Come on, pick a day. But you're going to have to let that baby come out. You're going to let it come out. And you're going to let it be strong. You're going to let it come out. You're going to let it be prosperous. You're going to let it come out. You're going to let it be world changer. You're going to let it come out. You're going to let it do what it's destined to do. You're going to let it come out. You're going to let it be manifested into what God said about you. Come on, it's time to do it. That's time to do it. I love y'all to life. Go out and remember that you are better than what it looks like. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. You are a king. You are a queen. You are intelligent. You are beautiful. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are stronger than you've ever been. You can come out of this thing better than you went in. You're going to make a turnaround in your life that's going to turn around in your family, that's going to change your life and your legacy. It is up to you. Get up and do what it is you're supposed to do and let God be able to put favor on your obedience. Check on your people, man. Get plenty of water, get some exercise, and take some time to get that mental stability together. Those me moments. Come on. Those me moments are very important for you because you got to keep your mind together. That's how we are going to work this out, because a mind is a terrible thing to waste, as they say. But guess what? You can change your life by changing your mind. You can change your life by changing your speech. But the only way you're going to change your speech is if you change what's in your mind. Don't let the negativity that's in your mind get in your heart. Get it out. Cab fare, bus fare, Uber, however you got to do it, make it happen. Let me get out of here before I be late. Okay, I love y'all. Have a great day, everybody.